Welcome to the 17th episode of Capital TV Midweek Update. My name is JC from TradersTruthReview.com. For our midweek market outlook, looking at the next slide. Now for our midweek market outlook, last week the Bursa Malaysia was at the edge of the sell-off should the market break below 1860 price level. Now this is again the repeat of a previous week. This week, it is also a replay of last week as KLCI continued to congest sideways while other regional markets like the Straits Times Index in Singapore and the US Dow Jones has moved higher. Our market valuation is rich now and fairly priced at 1865, 1870 price level. This week, Invest Malaysia 2014, our Prime Minister Najib continued to reiterate that Malaysia is open for business and more financial services will be liberated and can be owned by foreigners. The subsidy rationalization and the implementation of GST, or better known as Goods and Services Tax, plus the current government spending on the ETP project, Economic Transformation Project, will prompt the market higher closing in the second half of 2014. Now remember that this month is the June 2014, and that means we are coming to a closing of the first half 2014, and many funds and institutional will do window dressing. What does it mean? It means they will simply push the market higher just to get that slightly edge. You heard first from JC from TradersTruthReview.com. Now looking at the VSA chart in here, the market is looking biased on the downside pending on no good news. As the day drifts by along, we are testing the support at 1860 and also the 1870 resistance level. This is what we call a sideways congestion as the market is directionless. At this point, we are still biased to the upside due to the record closing of the US Dow Jones as the S&P 500 in the longer term. As highlighted in our last week program, US S&P and Dow Jones has been in an uptrend for over 490 days without any correction. And speaking of market correction is denoted by the loss of price, which is more than 10%. The last correction KLCI Malaysia ever had was over 10%, was experienced back in September 2011. Now looking at the chart here, the short-term trend continued to maintain a bearish stand. Notice the gray line that we see in here is pointing downward, while the blue line in the medium term is still bullish. The shorter-term trend may be short-lived if the market breaks below the 1860 and lower. Let's keep our finger crossed when we review next week. The market will turn to greenish bullish zone. With a bit of luck and support at this level, you might see a small rally next week. Now, looking at our next slide, you hear it first with us at Capital TV Midweek Update with JC on our KLCI Foreign Funds Net Flow. In our site, TradersTruthReview.com, we noticed last week foreign funds were net seller for the entire week. See the red arrow key in here, and this one. Foreign fund has gone to selling mode now, which is 4 out of 5 trading sessions. Now the short-term trend has changed to bearish. Notice the sideways red arrow key here. It is still pointing downwards, and this week is still pointing downward. If we continue to have a selling next week, there's a chance the market might just break lower, and if they do, the foreign fund will step in and sell in blocks. However, we continue to hold the belief that there will be more foreign funds buying in the coming weeks ahead of us. For those who are new, the blue line that you see here is the daily buying and selling of foreign funds, while the red line is the total accumulation of the 5 days. It's important to see the trend of the buying. Right now, the trend has turned selling by foreign funds. You heard first from JC at TradersTruthReview.com. Now looking at our next slide, which is the stock watch for this week, is GD Express with Bursa code, stock code 0078. GD Express was first listed in the ACE market but was transferred in the main board in August 2013. GD Express has had a stellar performance, raising from 1 ringgit and doubling its stock price in almost 18 months, not shown on the chart here. Right now from the IVSA chart here, you could see the smart money has completed its accumulation, hence has broken out to its resistance to 2 ringgit 10 cents. The market may continue its bullish trend breakout. Market is trending up very nicely. However, believe me, there will be profit taking in the coming days. That's a lot of SOS that we see in here. So what is SOS? SOS stands for sign of strength, where we can see more demands are coming in to overcome supply. And once the supply has been removed, market is marking higher, as we've seen here. How high can GDAX go? That's a good question. The market is trending at almost new record high since doubling its stocks from January 2014. As you can see from the volume spread analysis chart, we see that GDAX has just turned green over 1.5 weeks ago and will continue for a while. The next target is 2 ringgit and 20 cents. As part of the freight stock, GDAX Express is strictly a trading stock with PE over 66 times, and that is very pricey. Besides, it doesn't pay any dividend, so it is a growth story stock. You get it first from us, TradersTruthReview.com. Now, looking at our stock watch last week, which is the mpeg4 capital or stock code 5237. Now, interesting enough, after breaking to the 205 ringgit level, the market retreated and pulled back to its support at 2 ringgit. The support at 2 ringgit remains strong, and the market may move sideways, now waiting for more accumulation from smart money. Also remember, the market is steady trading above the 200-day moving average at 1 ringgit 75 cents. The midterm may change to an uptrend soon. As always, have a stop loss as there is no certainty in the market. Now let's look on to our next slide, which is the message of the day. It simply says that you can only become truly accomplished in something that you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things that you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take the eyes off you. In the course of personal development, it is very important to note that we shall not lose focus of our goal. Many people I've met make money as their #1 priority. And when tragedy strikes and take away their possession, that is the money, they feel very remorse and regress to self-pity and sometimes suffer mental depression. Now remember, all good traders must have a purpose to do the right thing in trading. Do your plan and work your plan. You must be willing to work hard and on your free time and sometimes your weekend to be good in your chosen field. Now remember the phrase, no one cares more about your money than yourself. So keep tuning to our Capital TV midweek update and look out for the shares and stock that is right for you. Let Capital TV be the market expert, inspire your success for tomorrow. That's all the time that we have, and thank you for joining us, and we will review our stock watch GDAX Express next week, same time, same place. We welcome your question and feedback. My email is jccapitaltv@gmail.com and the website is TradersTruthReview.com. Thank you for watching. Signing off. This is JC.